they don't finish high school and at university or college be the next thing where they want to do for their lives. Sit down for your TV, no touch, and they carry plenty information come for you. So right now we go one small break and we go come back, and me and Peter Issele go this studio. Audience, and I do well as I don't join us again. We still did this studio, and our guest today in a person where they Memorial University and in a graduate student where they do a master's for biochemistry. So today for studio, now Peter Issele we get for today's show. So Peter, welcome to our show, and as you take followers day here today, we happy. I beg follow us relate for our audience. Tell them waiting be your name, they won't know who you be.
Okay, well done. My name na Peter Issele, and na Nigeria I come from. So as we first talk, I do my master's for biochemistry for Memorial University for St. John's for here, for this province.
Nice. So we not saying a school carry you come here.
Of course.
So one question we get from mine be say, you know, out of all the whole countries where they, US they, Canada they, why be saying na Canada? And out of all the schools where they Canada, what think can make you say na Memorial University be that school where you want come?
They don't ask me that question plenty times. So now they do nutrition biochemistry for Memorial for here for my master. So why I really like nutrition because when I did my final year for school, I do plenty courses for biochemistry. I do nutrition, I do pharmaceutical, I do clinical, those plenty courses for biochemistry. So among all the ones when I do now, nutrition I really suits my belly well. So when I finish my undergrad, I can't find opportunity to do my master's for nutrition. So now Canada really did my mind.
And when you finish your undergrad, which year be that?
I finished 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, so as I finished, then I can't find school when BC they get very good nutrition program. So now there I can't see more. The nutrition program, they're very good for their master's program. And also, I like the school because the tuition, they're very affordable.
Plenty.
So I don't really need to spend too much. So that make I come here. From there, when I say a place when I like and the tuition, they're affordable, now so I can start to the process my admission. Yeah, for money.
So you've been talk something, say you can't start to the look, and now so you take fine Memorial University. You want follow our audience, you know, elaborate more. What do you mean by say you look? Now you do plenty research for internet, or you follow person talk, or how it take up on?
I don't really talk to anybody. Now internet now I mainly use.
Okay. So
I go just go Google, type masters in nutrition for Canada. From there I can see the plenty schools when they say they get nutrition. So now there I can see Memorial. So all my search now mostly online. Now Google now be my closest friend. Yeah, in terms of say at the search.
And how long it take you, the process where you start to define the school where you go do your master's till the time where you can't get that admission? What will be the time frame where it take you?
I go say it take me around 2 years.
2 years.
So when I did my final year, me and my party me for that one now day Saskatoon I still they do a master's. So when we did our final year, we already the talk say we go find place to go do masters and Canada they our mind. So when we did our final year like that, we just they look out for opportunities.
They gather information for internet.
Yeah, then they try look out for scholarship. Now that one I would find because it go there very.
We go come back to that scholarship matter, but just keep on for mind. Okay, and continue.
Okay, so from there we can start with the search. Can they make my inquiries? Then from there I can, because I need to spend a lot of time to understand how the process they go. Then like me and Mon website today, we can't be very friendly because every day I browse the website so that I make I understand how the whole application process
they
be and all those things. So I go say it take me around 2 years before I finally come.
Okay. Wow. Because again, plenty people go day house now. The one that they say, you know, for waiting people get for mind, they do them say to come abroad, come do masters. Now very easy thing. It dey easy, but you guys put a lot of work into waiting be which now waiting you they tell us today. So another question where we get for mind be say, as you don't day here now, which year you been come?
So now May 2017. So I just complete 2 years for this province. So
okay. So now you come here since May 2017. Now if you dey look back onto how things did when you been come, and now what will be some of those things where you know you don't like for this province, and some of those things where if you say you dey look forward to say make it improve for better?
When I just nearly come, one very big thing when I like for this province now, the way when we say everybody for this province, they relate to each other. You know, I remember that first time when I just come, if I just tell people, say, I just come the province, you know.
JJC,
yeah,
Johnny
so,
just come.
You know, everybody go try help you. Maybe you define where to go buy something. Everybody go make sure, say, you reach where they go. Sometimes, person will even give you a ride to go where they go. And another thing we say I really like for this city or this province be say it get a lot of diversity. You know, if you there for inside room now, for inside that room now, the whole world now they there.
Yeah.
You go see person from China, you go see person from India, you go see person from US, you know, from all over the world. So that diversity for this city now something we be say they really sweet my belly well.
Yeah.
You know, and one thing when we say, I know say they go always feel improve on, you know, the room they to always improve. And I mean, no say the government know this thing and they work on now, be say, you know, say when people they finish school now, the next thing now to get work. So some go come they find work, if they no see,
then
they go other place.
Go another province. Yeah.
So me no say the government know, them they try. So me hope say, you know, subsequently as time they go, the government go try make effort to make sure say
people they stay here.
Plenty work there so that people go feel they stay the province.
Especially after graduation,
yes,
right?
Yes, that one they very important.
Now better talk you talk. We don't talk plenty for today now, but one question where we also want to ask be say, you know, as you be graduate students for here, follow us relate. What be some of those wahala where we say as JJC or Johnny just come, we just arrive. You know, waiting be some of those wahala where you face and waiting you do will help you really settle in.
So one of the, as I just come here, I don't know anybody. You know, it gets some kind of time when they say you go really want to find out how to do something, you not go really know how to do it. So one of the things when I do be say, I dey try talk to people.
Yeah.
If I get any issue, I go always try to talk to people. You know, another issue as JJC when I face for here, when I just come now, the issue of transportation. You know, so me, I never sabi this
and that kind of thing, no day Nigeria.
So me, I never sabi this kind of organized bus system. So you even get one day when they say, I enter the wrong bus. I think see the number now the same. I see number 10 now, so I enter. So the bus can go different direction. Now so I go around, meet the driver, tell him say, where they go? You can't tell me say na downtown they go, whereas me and they go more. So I don't face that issue. Another one will happen for inside bus be say when I reach where they go, I suppose press. Say I don't reach where they go. Me I don't know, so I can't pass where they go. But as time they go on, I can't understand the system. You know, they talk to people, they challenge me and they face, and they constantly help me, they give me advice.
You can't make better friends too. That time where you did, I mean, you still did school, so your friends can help you.
Definitely
also understand the system. Now, correct talk be that, and all those informates where you did talk. Now, the same thing where other people where they watch us for TV now go relate to. You know, and I know, say, another question where we want to ask you, we say, as graduate students, you know, some of them they do volunteer work, some of them still they work off campus, and some of them still get your school pressure. So how you take they manage all those things?
Number one thing we say you go need to first understand yourself. You know, you go know waiting they work for you. And one thing when be say I learned well for this my master's program now how to manage my time. So I did try as much as possible make I plan my time. So if I know say I get volunteer to do around 2 and I still get lab work to do, so what I go do be say I go try arrange my lab work so that I go finish before that 2. Good and yeah, I go still tell my supervisor say I get volunteer to do.
Okay. So make we hold that thought. All right, my viewers. Now me and Peter Issele they talk now. They tell us better things we do. We won't go break. Make you no touch that we still they come back. Welcome back from the small break where we don't go. We still there studio and we still get better where they come. And me and Peter Issele still there here. So Peter, before we go this small break where we go, you been they tell us, you talk about one scholarship where you been get. You talk say na Queen Elizabeth scholarship.
Yes.
How you take get that scholarship? For the sake of those where be one come here do graduate program, make them know how they go apply for that scholarship and waiting, how that scholarship don't help your life so far.
So for that scholarship matter, funny enough, I don't really apply for that scholarship. I don't even know about that scholarship. But you know, say if they do research masters, if you get supervisor, your supervisor will always give you funding. So when I contact the supervisor for the nutrition program, so now you can tell me, say, I get one scholarship, or the name of the scholarship now Queen Elizabeth II scholarship, and we go help cover a lot of things for your school. So now so I get the scholarship, and the scholarship don't really help me well, because I get money to do what I need to do. 1 or 2 things
you're supposed to do.
So I spend most of my time to focus well on my school. So that stress, when they say a lot of students, they stress, they go need to work plenty hours to make
gather money, pay school fees.
Yeah, so me, I know they good at that stress. So all waiting that they do now, mostly to spend my time to do my schoolwork very well and to make sure, say, I feel maintain that funding to pass well, so that I not go, lose out for that funding. So it is very challenging, but we don't scale through since this way.
Okay, now, as you don't talk, say they challenging, but you they scale through, and the reason why they ask this question be say, because me, I know, say, for you to get funding, it's no easy. Even to keep that funding, it's not easy because you guys maintain a certain grade level.
Yeah,
what will be the grade level where you're supposed to maintain?
For any course you do, you're going to need to get at least 75.
75%.
If you get 74, you don't go with that. So
now you say they go come out that scholarship, give another person, and you go there on your own.
Yeah, you go need to pay by yourself. So you go there very challenging that time.
So now the question be say, and now you they do these things, you they do volunteer, you still try maintain social life. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how you go feel rate your social life and how you they do them? People want to know.
From 1 to 10, if I want to rate them, I go say I did number 5.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know they too do socials and I know they still slack for the socials. So what that they try to be say if any social event they won't be seen during school time. So I go always plan my schedule so that I go feel get time to go the social events. And most of them when I go now in the evening. So by the time I don't finish school like this, I feel maybe go out with friends, go watch movie. And if it be say maybe a GSU graduate student, they organize any event. Now maybe go be the number 1 person when I go register, say I want to go. So, and if now during weekend, I try as much as possible to stay relaxed during weekend to reduce my schoolwork and then use that time to meet people, socialize, and then still use that time to volunteer. Because at that volunteering, they meet plenty people.
They mix up with other students who be like you. All right, as you don't talk, say, body no be firewood and person gas rest. So another question we want to ask is, say, so for your volunteer activities, I know say you they do plenty. In fact, I know say you volunteer for the Graduate Student Union Board of Directors, where they represent students for Senate. You want to relate to us some of those volunteers where you don't do. How will they prepare you for life after graduation?
I go say plenty of the experiences when I don't get for this city, because of volunteering when they do. So I just make up my mind, say I want really understand how the system they work. So I don't volunteer for like plenty places. I don't volunteer with Newfoundland Athletics Association. I don't volunteer with a Graduate Student Union to represent them for Senate. I don't see volunteer for Faculty of Science Council to represent a Graduate Student Union. Then I don't see volunteer for like this Newfoundland Eastern Regional Science Fair. When they say these high school students, they go do plenty projects, they will go come out as judge. And the one I like, when the volunteer when I do with more experience office, when they say for during welcome event, you know, I come the act as tour guide.
For new students, maybe they come.
Yeah, so that time now, me I not come to form I not come be JJC.
JC anymore, because you don't surgery, you don't
so
know.
Me I come to help people when be JJC because me I fair experience the thing when I newly come.
The correct talk be that. We know say you just go Nigeria, come back.
That one not true.
Okay, and now we know say that because you did miss home. So how that experience take be for you? You want to talk about the things where you see as you go and wait till you carry come back for us?
I say for 2 years now, I never really go Nigeria. Exactly May
2017 where you come. This is not the first time where you go home.
So I can't say now. That same May. Now I want to go out so that I go recap that experiences when they come out. So some of the things I miss now the food.
Okay.
You know? I miss those traditional foods. You know, some of those food we not to get them for here like that. You know, another thing I miss now that family gist. You know, everybody go just sit down.
They speak the language.
They speak the language.
Yeah.
They just because
they speak Pidgin where we they speak now
you
for
know,
studio.
if you speak your local language, when they say people not today here for my place when they speak that language. So when they come, I carry plenty of those food come. So that make I they use until they groove myself before the thing go finish and before I go Naija again.
Okay. Correct to be that. So what will be your plans? When you graduate?
Now this semester, that be my last semester. So now my thesis.
You did round
now
up.
they try right now submit and so I go say before August don't finish. Me I go don't tell them bye for the school.
So now you say you go convocate during October November.
Hopefully, yeah.
So what will be your plans now if you graduate? You know, if you look forward to 3 months after you don't do convocation, 6 months after you don't do convocation, where you go see yourself that time?
It get plenty work when we say mostly now work. You know, so waiting at they do now be say some of those places when we say I go like to work, and they try and make my inquiry so that I go know the kind of skills when they go require for that work environment, so that if there any certification what I need to do now to prepare me for that work environment, so I will try to do it now. So now they focus to finishing, and they also they look out for those places when they say I will hope to work. So hopefully, like 6 months, 3 months when I don't graduate, I will hope say I will don't get better job. You know, when go fit take care of me, and I will balance well also.
Now correct. So what you they tell us we say this place now where you want make as your home. So you want day Canada after you graduate, find work, you know, start your own thing, possibly raise your own family. And yeah, so now better talk be that. And we they really wish you well. And all the things that you don't talk to, that I should say 1 or 2 audiences, they don't benefit from them. But last word where we want to ask you, we say, so you get people now where they watch us, where they say, oh, we won't come here, we won't come do masters, as Peter Issele don't do it on. What will be those 3, you know, correct advice where you could give any student where they aspire to do a masters or even undergrad for Mon University or even Kona?
I know say sometimes if the thing to come here, if it they very stressful, especially if they come from Naija, you're going to need to do a lot of things. But the first thing when I go talk be say first know wetin you define. You know,
That's
and if
true.
you know wetin you define, you go need to pursue that thing well. Because if you give up along the line, you no go get wetin you go get. And the second thing when I go talk be say if you know wetin you define, that thing try pursue am well. No matter wetin e go cost you, just try pursue am. And the third one, which I know say dey very important, if you don't come here, you get plenty things wey be say e fit hook your neck, you know, e fit carry you away from your school. So if you dey here, know the reason why you dey here, and make sure say you no allow things carry you away
Easily.
You go try make sure say you focus on the school when you come, so that when you finish you go make yourself proud, you go still make your family proud,
Proud of
and
you.
all the friends make them proud too.
Now, so now correct talk be that. So Peter, as you come here, we want to say we appreciate you, and I know say our viewers for here they don't learn plenty better today. All right, we dey go one small break. We dey come back, and you never to miss. No touch that station, I beg. If you just join us, we still dey studio, and we don't nearly finish today's episode. But today, now second year graduate student follow us release for our studio, and in they do a master's for biochemistry for Memorial University. The person where we carry studio for today na Peter Issele, and he don't follow us relate, talk all the plenty things where they follow graduate students come. You know, how you go take get scholarship, how you fit keep that scholarship where you get, and how you go take manage all the pressure where they come with being a graduate student. So today, if you just tune in, make you for no loss, we also they carry better come our next episode. Our next episode, we go carry better guests come our show. And we dey encourage all of una, make una no miss the time, na still the same time. And my name na Maryanne Aghalu, and I go see you now for our next episode.
The following program